am Alisha Malik from behalf of Zero Vision.
साथियों, हमारे जस्टिस डिलीवरी सिस्टम को अत्याधुनिक बनाने में टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए असीमित स्कोप है, ये हम अनुभव करते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट की ई कमेटी इस दिशा में बहुत सराहनीय काम भी कर रही है। इस काम को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए इस साल के बजट में ई कोर्ट मिशन फेज 3 का ऐलान किया गया है। पूर्वोत्तर जैसे पहाड़ी और रिमोट एरिया के लिए तो जस्टिस डिलीवरी सिस्टम में टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल और भी अहम हो जाता है। आज एफिशिएंसी बढ़ाने और जस्टिस को एक्सेसिबल बनाने के लिए दुनिया भर के लीगल सिस्टम में एआई को भी, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को भी शामिल किया जा रहा है। हमें भी एआई के जरिए कोर्ट की कार्यवाही को सामान्य मानव के लिए सरल बनाने के ईज ऑफ जस्टिस के प्रयास बढ़ाने चाहिए।
The Prime Minister of our country, Narendra Modi. We all know that Narendra Modi never stepped back before taking any big step or decision for our country. But now, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has decided to take an important decision. Or we can say that this decision is going to shake the earth, or you can say the whole earth. Not even that, due to this decision, it may lead to a high risk for the Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's life or the country's life. Maybe there will be some attacks on the Modi or country. Today, Zero Vision will disclose that what such decision he had taken. For that, there must be attacks on him or in the country. Or what is he thinking further for the development of the country? What was going on his mind? Let us clear the picture for you in this video. All the world is running behind the dollar. The dollar or US dollar. I hope that everyone is known of this fact. Every day we all used to hear that the value of the dollar increase, rupee of the value falls. What is the reason behind this? Why always the value of the dollar used to increase and the value of the rupee used to fall? Whether it is government or company, without dollar there is no war, or you can say no trade. In the world, it doesn't matter what country was it. It's always based on the value of its dollar. It means dollar is everything for the specially countries who are doing trade. And as all the countries are always do export and import with other countries. Just for easy, we take this dollar as an example that where if dollar is a boy of class. It doesn't matter that your boy is doing good score or bad score. The only thing is dollar is there and dollar is in a high position or in a high state. Every time there was a payment in international trade, it's only done on dollar. Whatever we should do, we should always do on dollar. We are importing in a dollar, we are exporting in a dollar. But now you can ask me why I am going through this dollar, because I am just saying that Modi's decision or the reason behind what that our country or Modi is going to be attacked. Now let's come to the point. It is seen that in front of dollar, every country is under his foot. There is no country which can say beyond the dollar. But here our PM comes. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi wants to stop this system. He knows that this can be risk for his life. But still he is taking the step to stop this system. If I say briefly, you can understand this. Nowadays, Modi government or Prime Minister Modi said whatever the trade is doing between the Russia and India, that should be on the rupee. No use of dollar. It will only the use of currency. And nowadays, if a person had to buy a string also, he have to pay dollar. And here comes Modi, who said that there will be no use of dollar. Whatever the transaction and whatever the payment is there, it's only done within the rupee or the currency. The other country had to pay in their currency. Our India does 86% of trade with US dollar. Then there is only 2%, or you can say only 5% that does in euro and only 2% in rupee, because there are some countries who used to trade in a currency. Suppose a country is buying something from another country and they are paying in dollar. But as the country gets the money, he have to convert that money into their own currency. And here's come the conversion rate. In this conversion rate, every time it is different in every country. For what? Most of the money get wasted. So here the problem arises. Whatever the payment is they are getting, it's minimum half of it or half of it going in the conversion rate, which is biggest problem in the trade system of the country. That's why Modi want to stop this type of system. That's why RBI system starts a new system known as Vostro. VOSTRO, Vostro. In this Vostro system, one bank can open for another bank accounts. Let's clear it briefly. If any country bank want to open its bank on another's country bank, it can. For example, US bank open account in Indian bank. And the thing is, on that bank account, the rupee or you can say dollar, whatever it is, it's going to deposit on basis of that country currency. This was the good thing or good system which happened or which is taken decision by the Narendra Modi. Let us know more briefly why everybody thinking the falling of rupee's value is due to the US dollar, or US dollar is the main villain of this falling value of rupee. The rupee appreciated 37 paisa to 81.30 against the US dollar in early trade. On Tuesday, while consolidating in a narrow range and settling 9 paise higher at 81.58 against the US dollar. Attacking the center over its inability to arrest the declining rupee against the US dollar. The Chief Minister Narendra Modi said the center was neither concerned about the economy nor the falling rupee, but only worried about the saving its share. The Indian rupee continued its slides on Tuesday, breaching the 64 mark against the dollar by falling 98 paisa to trade at a record low. The rupee was the worst performing Asian currency in 2022, witnessing a fall of around 10% against the greenback. This decline was mainly on the account of appreciation in the US currency on safe haven Apple amid fears of recession and inflation across many parts of the world and Russia. If the demand for a currency against the another increases, then the value of the former increases relative to the latter. For instance, if the demand for US dollar increases in India, then the value of rupee will decrease obviously. As interest rate goes high, the interest rate of saving accounts FD also increased. Credit cards, home loan interest goes high. People invest more than spending, circulation of money goes down in the market, and demand goes down. As a result, price comes down. Now the question is, why is the US dollar threatening? The US dollar index, which measures the greenback exchange rate against 6 major global currencies, recently surpassed its 20-year high and is currently trading at over 105. It began the year at 96. 3 microeconomic developments have propelled the dollar index upward. 1. US consumer price inflation, which was edging up since October 2021, hit 8.6% in May 2022, its highest level since December 1981, driven by high energy and food prices when inflation rises. Interest rates in an economy generally catch up. This makes bond investments in the country more attractive, leading to higher demand for the currencies. The yield on the 10-year US government bond has doubled from 1.4% to 2.8% in a year. This has led to the sharp falls in the risky assets, prompting a global flight to safety. When US dollar strengthens, the Indian rupee usually has no choice but to give in. India relies on dollar-denominated imports over 85% of its crude oil requirements and imports more goods than it exports. Therefore, India's import will usually shoots up when the dollar threatens increasing the local demand for dollars. Foreign portfolio investor will out worsen the situation because this further increase the domestic demand for dollars. A stronger dollar tends to bloat India's import bill and widen the deficit between its imports and exports. If this gap gets out of control, it can lead to a balance of payments crisis. Many essential commodities and intermediate goods that India imports also get costlier, thus feeding into domestic inflation. To stem capital outflows, a fast depreciating rupee can also force the RBI hand in hiking interest rates more quickly to steeply than it originally intended. I hope after this, the all confusion of the dollar and the currencies of the country get cleared for you. And this is the main reason why Modi is, or our Prime Minister Narendra Modi is, rising again and again against the US dollar. Because as soon as the US dollar get its power and the currencies or the rupee of India, the value will increase. And it's very important for a country that their currency value get increased for their economy, for their development and many things else. Nowadays, development of a country is more and more valuable than anything else, and which cannot happen if the value of the currency falling day by day. So it's quite necessary to depress the value of dollar to get increase the value of currencies or rupee of someone's country. Modi is taking really a great decisions against this US dollar. This is a supportive thing. There should be no dollar between a rupee or any other currency of any country. Modi had already done trade in currency with Russia. Not only Russia, he started doing trade in the currency mode with many other countries. And he is trying to payment in a currency mode with more and more countries by meetings, by decisions and everything else, whatever should done for this. Let us give your point of views or in this decision taken by Modi government. For you, is this okay? Are you agree with this or not?
मुझे काम करना होता है, लेकिन उसके बाद फाइल जैसी चली जाती है, मैं प्रधानमंत्री नहीं रहता, मैं सिर्फ और सिर्फ 130 करोड़ देशवासियों के परिवार का सदस्य बन जाता हूँ। आप ही के परिवार के सदस्य के रूप में, एक प्रधान सेवक के रूप में जहां भी रहता हूं, काम करता रहता हूं। 130 करोड़ देशवासियों का परिवार, यही सब कुछ है मेरी जिंदगी में। आप ही हैं सब कुछ मेरी जिंदगी में, और ये जिंदगी भी आप ही के लिए है।
एक्सेलेंसी, मैं जानता हूं कि
आज का युग युद्ध का है नहीं, और हमने फोन पर भी कई बार आपसे इस विषय में बात की है कि डेमोक्रेसी और डिप्लोमेसी और डायलॉग, ये सारी बातें ऐसी हैं कि जो दुनिया को एक स्पर्श करती है। आने वाले दिनों में शांति के रास्ते पर हम कैसे बढ़ सके, उसके विषय में जरूर आज हमें चर्चा करने का मौका मिलेगा। आपका व्यू पॉइंट समझने का मुझे भी एक अवसर मिलेगा। लेकिन फिर भी जो विषय हैं जिसकी बातें मैं करता रहता हूं, एक्सेलेंसी, भारत और रशिया के संबंध अनेक गुना बढ़े हैं। हम इन संबंधों को इसलिए भी महत्व देते हैं कि हम एक ऐसे मित्र रहे हैं जो पिछले कई दशकों से हर पल एक दूसरे के साथ रहे हैं, और पूरी दुनिया भी जानती है कि भारत के साथ रशिया का नाता कैसा रहा है और रशिया के साथ भारत का नाता कैसा है। और इसलिए दुनिया के मन में भी ये बात है कि एक अटूट मित्रता है। और व्यक्तिगत रूप से मैं कहूं कि एक प्रकार से हम दोनों की यात्रा समान शुरू हुई। मैं सबसे पहले आपको 2001 में मिला, जब आप हेड ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट के रूप में जाए और मैं हेड ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के रूप में काम शुरू किया। आज 22 साल हो गए। हम लगातार, हमारी दोस्ती बढ़ती चली जा रही है। लगातार हम दोनों देश मिलकर के इस रीजन की भलाई के लिए, लोगों की भलाई के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। आज एससीओ समिट में भी आपने भारत के लिए जो कुछ भी भावनाएं व्यक्त की है, मैं इसके लिए आपका बहुत आभारी हूं। एक्सेलेंसी, मुझे विश्वास है कि आज की हमारे बायोलेटरल भी, आज की हमारी बातचीत भी आने वाले दिनों में हमारे संबंधों को भी गहरे करेंगे। विश्व की जो आशा अपेक्षाएं हैं उसको पूर्ण करने में भी बहुत काम आएगी, ऐसा मुझे पूरा भरोसा है। मैं फिर एक बार आज समय निकालने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं।